I truly believe the most important thing you'll ever do is reach someone with your story. I've decided I want to tell a part of mine. My name is Baesu Hart, and I'm half Filipino and half white. I grew up on the East Coast, traveling around for many years. Most of the places I lived, there wasn't anyone else I could relate to. My cultural background alone put a target on me. Outside of my family, I didn't feel safe in other people. I experienced loneliness, loss, racism, and constant change. I remember being told by the other kids I didn't deserve to live. Around 18, I feel I figured most of it out. I had good friends and a good life. After living in New York City for a few years, I consider it my home, where I learned to push my limits and found my goal: to help people in any way that I can so that they will never feel or experience what I did. I started playing Fortnite around early 2018, where I discovered Valkyrie through Instagram clips, someone similar in cultural background who make me laugh when times are hard. It was her who inspired me to try to be a creator, even back then. I tried my best to start something, but I failed, and I deleted it all. Back then, I blamed myself for being faceless, for not trying hard enough. But I don't regret it. Behind every mask exists a person with friends, a family, and a life they want to protect from those who wish them harm. I've been through enough harm without a mask on, and I wasn't going to bring that upon anyone else that I loved. After I failed, I shut myself out of impractical dreams and tried to live a normal life with a 9 to 5. I worked my best to make a positive impact on the world, but no matter how hard I worked or ran away, the pain was still there. It still burned, and sitting right next to it was the inspiration. But I ignored the pain and followed the practical path, thinking I could take it somewhere and escape the box. I watched streams as a comfort during times of the pandemic. I remember watching Ray and other Asian creators take over the space. It inspired me to look into content creation again. And by the end of 2020, the only progress I had was a name, something that had rung in my head for days straight. Baesu. I want to tell you what very few will. The world tries to live in equivalent exchange, but it doesn't always succeed. Pain for joy, a balance of scales, that never seems in our favor. It was on a certain day in late 2020, everything changed for me. I was involved in a solo accident that resulted in a traumatic brain injury. I began to function poorly. I struggled to eat, to sleep, to think. I spent months dazed and confused. I couldn't work, and when I returned, they treated me differently, like I was broken. I thought I wouldn't get up again, that this was it for me. In that accident, I didn't die, but I felt dead. I became afraid of the world. I shut out everyone I knew. I consider it one of the lowest points of my life. I used NoPixel as a way to reassimilate to social interactions. I applied after someone suggested GTA RP might be something for me. A world where I could act myself without any judgment. It was on another certain day in early 2021 where I felt like everything changed again. I met Valkyrie, my hero, in NoPixel GTA RP. He showed me kindness, and it was in that moment for the first time in months I was hopeful. So it's because of all of you, because of Ray, because of my family, my friends, that I was lifted up with new energy. I had a friend who supported my dream and sold me their PC at a discount. I began my streaming journey from there. A few months into streaming ridiculous hours and undergoing more tests, I was given a final diagnosis: a list of potentially lifetime complications. They said I had to stop streaming for a while, or I wouldn't be able to sit in front of screens again. I took some time off, then extended that time. But I spent the time off stream working on other projects, and although some of them never made it to full video concept due to my health, I'm showing you some of the byproduct now. The scraps of potential that rusted with time. Although I feel I failed myself there, a few projects made it out of my mind as I tried to take care of myself. In September, I will be debuting as a VTuber, a project I've been working on since 2021, back when Code Miko suggested it during our small streamer interview. The debut will include a short lore video, as well as an original song and accompanying art. I don't consider this change a failure as a faceless creator, but a step towards something that has always kind of felt right. Thank you all for giving me your support. I remember the young Filipino boy I was, who felt so alone inside. He would be so proud of where I've gone and who I've become. Valkyrie, thank you simply for being yourself. The family and friends, thank you for being there. I love you with my whole heart. For the rest of the world, salamat po. Mahal kita. Thank you. You're worth everything. See you soon.
Yeah, hey. Cause I can't do shit right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare robbed my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can't answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always be hiding me. Feeling inadequate's always what's driving me.